Amanda Bustos-McBride, and I am presenting my Infotech portfolio to you all. This is the second master's program that I'm attempting at the same time as a curriculum and instruction program, so a lot of my assignments overlap with their content. So my background is in marine science and outdoor education, and I've been working for Corvallis School District for about 5 years in the classroom, but my passion lies in getting students outside, getting them engaged in more hands-on activities. And when I first came to Western, it was because all the jobs I applied for, they said, we really need that MS or that MA behind your name. Like, we need some more credentials from our employers or employees. So I said, okay, I'll come to Western and I'll do curriculum and instruction. And as I was taking my first courses with one of my teachers, Adele, I heard about this Infotech program and how it incorporated technology into information that students were needing to learn. And Corvallis has recently become a one-to-one school district, which means that all students in middle schools, both at Linus Pauling where I work in Sheldon, all those students get iPads for the whole year. And they're integrating them into the elementary, and they're also available in the high school level. And so you want this technology to be used effectively and appropriately instead of just a toy that they might be used for at home. So both of these programs fit really well with learning how to incorporate technology into curriculum and also trying to support science, which I'm really passionate about. So it's my portfolio. As you can see, it's pretty basic on the intro. I like going outside. Like I said, all of these pictures are from an outdoor experience that I participated in with Corvallis School District with my middle school. We took 6th graders out during the week, and each day we went to a different place. We went to Bazell National Forest, or local forest, Bazell, sorry, I'm getting my words, but it's Bazell Forest, which is next to Kings Valley in near Corvallis. And then we also went to Finley, which is right here, which is our which is a wildlife refuge, and that's where both of these pictures are taken. So these are locations that we've taken students out to. We want them to get excited about being outside, but also try to figure out what that technology that they've been giving to at school, how we can bridge and use them together. So my portfolio is set up with the basics of a homepage, my literature, 3 essays, my standards page, my best works, and an about me page. That's from Chicago. I really like odd pottery. So on my standards, these are the ISTE standards, and this is how you know that you can adequately use technology in education. So within all 5 standards, there are 4 sub-standards, and each standard is supported by an artifact that I've created over my 3 years at this program. So ones that I'd really like to talk to you about are some of my best works, and these were created over the 3 years. In the outdoor experience, when I'll talk about first, it was my first project that I felt really passionate about because I just finished outdoor school week in Corvallis, and I was taking a class with, it was a geospatial class with Bill Hamlin, and we were learning all these different things, and I thought, gosh, if I could just combine these together, then that would be fantastic, and that's what bridged into Dixon Creek. The outdoor experience website was made out of essentials because Corvallis didn't have anything that parents or students or teachers could look at as a resource. They said, we're going for outdoor experience. Here's a permission slip. What does that mean? No one knew. No one had a virtual image of what they were going to be experiencing. So I created a mock website. Welcome to Corvallis School District Outdoor Experience Week. On this website, parents will be able to access all sorts of information of what their students are going to be participating in. And all the images on there are taken from me while I was doing outdoor experience. So they get to see their students at Salmon Watch, they get to see their students exploring the forest, they get to see their students at Chipross Park. And if you scroll, it has all sorts of different information. I made a video for one of my classes that shows all the locations that we go. It talks about what we're going to be studying. And this is the sort of tool that the district would really benefit from, but they don't have the resources right now to advertise, to market, to support informing the public on what kind of programs that their students are involved in. One of the great things that just happened, I don't know if you guys remember, but we all voted on Measure 99, outdoor school for all, this last education or election cycle. And so it passed, which means that all middle school students, 5th or 6th grade, are given a week-long outdoor school experience. So it can be going away for 5 days, it could be multiple different trips, but this is an example of a week-long experience that students could participate in multiple locations. And so each place I've gone through, created information, things to remember, so if this were being used in practice today, students wouldn't have anywhere, would have a place to locate answers for their questions. Parents would be able to say, oh, where's that permission slip, Tommy? And they're like, oh, it's in my backpack and I tore it up. Oh, okay, well, great, I've got it right here. I'm gonna print it out and you're going to Outdoor Experience Week. So this is one example of an artifact that I made while in this program. Another one of my best works is through Dixon Creek. This is an actual watershed in the city of Corvallis. And what this did is it took going to Outdoor Experience, coming back to class and saying, what did you learn? What are some of the tools? What are some of the stories that you want to tell? What are some of the tools that you want to use? And this would be a project that they would work on. Now, within Dixon Creek project, they would have a sticker project. Augmented reality is a tool that is coming up, and I don't know if you've ever gone to a museum that has a QR code or a sign that says scan here. These pictures right here are connected to a video, and I'll show you one from a different artifact, but augmented reality allows the student to superimpose other information onto a surface. So I could be looking at this table, and if I were to scan an artifact on that table, something supplemental would pop up. I could watch a video while staring at GZ's water bottle because my artifact was connected to that piece. And so students would be able to create these stickers, create a video. So if a student was assigned salmon, they would create a video, create a sticker, and connect the sticker to the video. And I'll show you an example back on my site. And I thought this was really neat because with augmented reality, it gives a multifaceted project for a student. So it's not just do the research and tell me about salmon. It's do the research, write a story, record a video, create an image, put it all together, and then present it. So it's not just something temporary that can be thrown away. It could be left in the classroom, and those iPads that the students have could have the Layer app or the Erasmus app, and they could go through and scan, and they'd be able to watch all these different videos. So here is part in my video of a video of a video. So we'll try to connect.
Good evening. I'm going to record a video of that subject. How you keep them together, I'll show you. What you want to do is you want to add your video to YouTube. I created mine on iMovie, so I was just able to share it on YouTube. This is the planting video that I created. Now, to use Layer, right here, you need to be able to create a QR code. Now, QR code are these crazy square objects, as you can see. And
So the QR code, you fast forward.
my pamphlet that I've created with all of my information here. And on the back, there's the QR code. I'm going to then take my smartphone or my iPad, and remember, I downloaded the Layer app, which is right there in your iTunes, or excuse me, Apple Store, which is only available for iPhone and iPad. And I'm going to take the Layer app, and I'm going to open it up, okay? I'm looking for something to scan. So I'm going to come, and I'm going to find my QR code. Oh, there it is. And with the Layer app, you tap connected to my plant video. I can push play in YouTube.
And there's a video within a video within a video. So this is a tool, my students love recording videos at school, and if they were able to do it for an educational purpose and then create an artifact that they would then be able to show off, and it could just be anywhere, so they could take their iPad and scan it in the room and watch a video that was made, that shows some attachment to what they made, and it lasts long because it could be housed on YouTube and it can be watched for examples later on. So that was one of my really exciting projects that I found out in class and then applied it for 2 different artifacts. I want to tell you about podcasts. This is something that just happened recently within the last year. Using SoundCloud and just using my phone, I was able to use Audio Boom, which is an app that you can just do a quick recording, like a memo recording that you have if you have an Apple phone. And then you can post it and share it. And in my class, I have a lot of dual language students, so if they're teaching a science lecture, there's a lot that's going on and they don't really grasp it all at the same time. They are taking notes, writing vocabulary, getting to the laboratory activity. The podcasts were created with an idea that, okay, we're talking about abiotic and biotic factors in class. I didn't catch everything. I can go onto my teacher's website, I can listen to her audio recording and hear a brief summary of her lecture. And that was something that I thought for my students, they need some supplemental materials, and that's why all of my artifacts support their science supplements. You know, it's a really hard class, science. Math and literacy are standardized as far as like testing all the time. They get tested on those all the time, and science kind of takes a back seat. So when you're not used to hearing about it all the time, it can be a really foreign concept, and there's a lot of big vocabulary in the subjects. So having other resources like a podcast, we also created a Twine, which is a really cool story that students are able to follow along. Any of these things are supplemental materials for students to help reinforce the idea that they learn in class when they can't follow everything that's going on in class. And Twine is a really cool open source program where you can create kind of a choose your own adventure, and students can follow along and learn a concept and test to see if they've figured it out right. So there's lots of different activities that you can use. They go through the Punnett square, which one was correct? Oh no, you got it wrong. Let's go back and review and check it again. So all of my artifacts support trying to keep science really supported for those students who need a little bit more emphasis and reinforcement in class. So these are my artifacts, these are my best works. Challenges about everything is finding all of your stuff and putting it together. For this program, I was familiar with cell phones, I had a laptop, I emailed, I took a lot of pictures, but I didn't know how to create a website, and I sure didn't know how to embed anything into anything. I didn't know what embed meant, like go to sleep in bed or what's in bed. It spells an E, oh gosh, I don't know what you're talking about. So overcoming my digital hurdles on knowing what to do for this program was probably the biggest thing that I've learned, is all of the different tools that we've had to learn in class and how to create websites that I feel proud to show, and that I feel that could be valuable resources in my employment and what I want to do in the future. So when it comes to things like this, there's a lot of challenges to overcome, but as we all know, technology isn't going anywhere, so it's better to learn how to use it and appropriately and effectively and positively. So that's my presentation. Thank you for listening.